Jason, thanks. You may have seen the video circulating online of two javelinas in a Midland neighborhood. Christina Burgess caught up with the Midland woman who posted the now viral video. Christina, she was shocked to have seen these wild animals in her neighborhood.
Well, yeah, Crystal, Whitney Winn is familiar with javelinas in West Texas, but was still stunned and called it a sight to see when she came across these pig-like animals in a Midland neighborhood.
There are javelinas in this. It's a freaking javelina.
Whitney Winn was taking her daughter to school Thursday morning when she looked out her window and noticed these two in someone's yard.
And I looked briefly again, and I noticed that they were javelinas. And I kind of turned to my husband and I said, I think there's two javelinas running in the front yard. And he kind of looked at me like I was crazy. And he immediately took the next right, and we did a lap, came back around. I got my camera out, and sure enough, there were two javelinas running in the front yard, right off of Cuthbert, and it was just, it was a sight to see. I didn't believe my eyes, because it was, right downtown by the duck pond. You don't, typically see javelinas down there.
As soon as she recorded her video, she posted it to Nextdoor to simply alert those in the neighborhood.
I posted it on Nextdoor just because I was scared that, someone would walk up on them with, a stroller or a dog or even themselves and, run into two javelinas. I don't know if they're aggressive, but just in case, I didn't want anybody to, run into them.
Shortly after the javelinas were spotted, animal control was called and they were taken to a local veterinary clinic. But if you ever run into these medium-sized animals, also known as collared peccaries, that look similar to wild pigs or boars, you're encouraged to leave them alone.
Leave it alone. The stories that have been circulating over the years about javelinas and their ferocity are greatly exaggerated. They tend to shy away from people. But just like any wild animal, or for that any animal, if it feels threatened, it will defend itself, but otherwise they'll run away from you.
Now, Whitney Winn also tells me even though the animals have been taken off the street, her family still named them Cuth and Bert since they saw them on Cuthbert Avenue. Crystal?